In 2019, an unholy abomination threatened to be unleashed onto our world. Thankfully, that abomination was contained and readjusted to be the proper version of what it was meant to be. Now, we wait with bated breath as the creature is unleashed. We know nothing about its origin, other than it lives by one mantra. Gotta go fast. After escaping to our world as a child, Sonic the Hedgehog is hiding out in a cave in Green Hills, Montana, but has found himself lonely and yearning for friends. When he accidentally causes a massive blackout along the Pacific Northwest, Dr. Ivo Robotnik is assigned to track him down. Sonic plans to leave for a new world, but has lost his bag of rings, and so teams up with the Sheriff of Green Hills on a road trip to get them back. When we all first saw that teaser trailer, we all thought the same thing.
Wow, this is gonna suck.
The design for Sonic was mocked for its weird photorealistic look and the lack of emotion on the character's face. Apparently, this made enough noise that Paramount decided to push back the movie from November 2019 to February 2020. One redesigned and new trailer later, and it looked surprisingly promising. Sonic was much more in line with his video game counterpart, and there was some emotion put back into the character.
But a design is only half the battle when adapting a video game character to the big screen. If the script sucks or the pacing is boring, then it's still a loss of a movie. With that in mind, how was it? Well, it's pretty open about the fact that it's definitely a made-for-kids movie. But that doesn't necessarily mean that adults won't find some enjoyment out of it as well, especially older fans of the games.
The movie starts off with a young Sonic running through the world, which looks like a pretty good adaptation of Green Hills. Right off the bat, I just want to say that their decision to delay the movie to redesign Sonic was the smartest move they've ever done. Instead of being distracted by some ultra-realistic monstrosity, we get a good cartoonish, yet also realistic version.
That's Longclaw. She took care of me. She was basically Obi-Wan Kenobi, if Obi-Wan Kenobi had a beak and ate mice.
I dread to imagine what this scene would have looked like had they kept the original design. The world is not ready for baby ugly Sonic.
Sonic ends up having to leave after being found by echidnas, saying goodbye to the motherly figure that protected him.
Never stop running. Now go!
We cut to 10 years later, where Sonic has found refuge in Green Hills, Montana. Here we meet Sheriff Tom, played by James Marsden, and his deputy, Wade, played by Adam Pally. And we get a little back and forth.
Tom, do you read me? Are you there?
No, Wade, I'm actually on a yacht in Barbados.
That's amazing. Please send pics.
No, Wade, I'm at the speed trap.
Already?
How did you get back so fast? Barbados is in the ocean.
I like the coworker energy they give off with this banter. It's not much, but it adds a little something.
After Sonic tries breaking his high score on Tom's speed gun, he leaves a little clue behind.
This is great, you're doing amazing! Oh, geez! Good recovery! Let's keep this our little secret, okay?
Oh, he definitely traumatized that turtle. Look, he's literally shaking.
We get some narration as we get a montage of his little hideout, where he has a plan that, if he's ever discovered, he is to flee to a world made up of mushrooms.
Gross, smelly mushrooms. I hate mushrooms.
At that moment, a certain Italian plumber sensed a disturbance.
During his time in hiding, Sonic has become drawn to Tom and his wife Maddie, whom he refers to as Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. There is one person in town.
Hang on. Zoom in. Enhance. My lord. The memes have made it to Hollywood.
I know you're out there, and I know you're real. No, I'm not.
I suppose now is a good time to mention the comedy of this movie.
It's never painfully unfunny, and there are some lines that come out of nowhere that breach the age gap and make the adults chuckle as well. That being said, it does have its fair share of moments where you can tell it was meant for kids.
Yes, Keanu! You are a national treasure.
Hey, he's our Sonic. You guys have Nicolas Cage, we have Keanu Reeves. That's the deal.
Turns out this is a deeply parasocial relationship. Sonic hasn't met them yet, and he often finds himself getting lonely upon realizing that he doesn't have any friends or any real connections. When Tom gets home that night, he discovers that he's been accepted by the San Francisco Police Department.
Ta-da!
San Francisco sucks.
It's these small gags like this that make it entertaining for the adults as well.
Well, pending a background check.
Oh, man. Hope they don't find out about that time you used the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Correction, I'm still using the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Hey, whoa, 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 this is a small town in rural Montana we're talking about here. I'm pretty sure that's a felony.
The reason behind the move is that Tom feels that he hasn't done much while staying in Green Hills. He figures that moving to a big city would help inject some excitement in his life and career. This would make him the first of his generation to leave town.
You know, I want to help people in real trouble. I want someone to turn to me in a life and death situation, and I'll be there for them.
Later that night, Sonic decides to recreate the feeling of scoring a home run, only for his loneliness to hit hard once again.
I really am alone. All alone. Forever.
Sonic gets so upset and runs so fast that he unleashes an EMP that causes a massive blackout.
I'm sure no one noticed that giant blue explosion, right?
This causes the quill that Tom found to glow, and an emergency meeting at the Pentagon, where they debate sending in a certain doctor.
You're sure he can handle this?
He has a perfect operations record. Remember the coup in Pakistan?
No.
Or the uprising in Azerbaijanistan?
It's not even a country.
Exactly. And you can thank Robotnik for that.
Are they implying that Dr. Robotnik is capable of wiping out small countries? Because I totally buy into that.
Of course, they send in the man himself, Dr. Ivo Robotnik, otherwise known as Dr. Eggman, played by Jim Carrey.
You've never seen anything like this before. It says on the top banana, in a world full of hungry little monkeys.
Jim Carrey is perfect casting for Dr. Robotnik. Even in the teaser trailer, it was evident that he would steal the show. His style of physical comedy matches the zany attitudes of the character.
Is he still looking at me funny? Yes, he is. Tell him to stop or I'll pull up his search history.
I don't know how much of his dialogue was in the script and how much was Carrey doing improv, but every scene he's in elevates the movie.
Look what came out of my egg sack.
Realizing that Earth is compromised, Sonic gathers his rings and decides to escape in Tom's garage. Tom hears the noise and heads out to investigate.
Meow?
The contrast between this scene and the one shown in the teaser is the perfect argument for why them pushing it back was a good thing. So much emotional expression would have been lost in the character, no matter how good a job Ben Schwartz did. Sonic gets tranquilized and loses his bag of rings by accidentally sending them to San Francisco. Dr. Robotnik has tracked him down, and Tom feels compelled to help.
Please, it's life or death.
Dr. Robotnik squares off with Tom while the drones search the house.
I was spitting out formulas while you were still spitting up formula.
I was breastfed, actually.
Nice. Rub that in my orphan face.
You know, even if we had gotten stuck with the horrible design, at least we would have had lines like that.
Sonic accidentally reveals himself, Tom knocks out Dr. Robotnik, and they escape, where they realize that they're better off sticking together, as Dr. Robotnik is hot on their tail.
And when I catch you, I'll... Hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
I think he actually hung up because I noticed that the light isn't on.
Thank you, Officer Brain Fart.
If you give me a second, I can get an outside line.
No, don't be bothered. You just sit there and be you. Sless?
Sonic gets out of the car and winds up in a biker bar, where Tom follows him in and they decide to live it up a little, since Sonic plans to leave Earth as soon as he gets his rings.
Gonna check this off the old bucket list, huh? Big night for you.
What's a bucket list?
Bucket list is, it's a list of things you want to do in your life before you, well, kick the bucket.
I've never kicked a bucket either.
But it seems these bikers don't take too kindly to a certain type of people.
We don't like your kind around here.
Our kind? What kind is that?
Hipsters.
Sonic starts a bar fight, which leads to his own Quicksilver montage, and possibly discovers his love of chili dogs. The pair escape to a motel, where Sonic starts to second-guess his desire to leave Earth. Dr. Robotnik isn't too far behind, and we get a nice little gag at the bar.
Stand down, Agent Stone. This well-meaning citizen obviously doesn't understand the urgency of the matter.
Really?
Now that's what I call good cop, bad cop.
Left herself open.
Sending his robots after them, we get Sonic using his powers to deal with them, where we get the dialogue exchange that's been used in every piece of marketing.
How are you not dead? I have no idea!
Meh, I prefer the shot they used in the trailer.
But it turns out that Dr. Robotnik's machines are persistent little buggers, as Tom grabs a flashlight to help deal with the next phase.
I feel just like Vin Diesel! It's all about family, Tom.
Funny enough, this movie does have a Fast and Furious connection.
No, I'm not talking about Neil H. Moritz, although he has been a producer for every single entry in the series thus far. Who I'm talking about is Stephen F. Winden, the cinematographer. He previously worked on Tokyo Drift, 5, 6, 7, and Fate. He also was director of photography for Star Trek Beyond and G.I. Joe Retaliation.
So it's safe to say that he knows his way around filming action scenes, ranging from pretty good to serviceable.
Robotnik waits for the power of Sonic's quill to be measured.
I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk. What do I look like, an imbecile? Of course I want a latte.
I love the way you make them!
I can't believe I've gone this long without talking about Agent Stone.
Stone is played by Lee Majdoub, who's been playing mostly bit parts and recurring characters on various TV shows, video games, and movies.
Now let me ask you something. Do you remember a trailer for a fake live-action Pokemon movie that was meant to be this super dark and gritty reboot? Well, guess who played Ash Ketchum in that trailer?
When is it gonna stop?
When I've caught them all.
From an awfully dated fake trailer to being Dr. Robotnik's right-hand man, Hollywood really is the stuff of dreams coming true.
In all seriousness, Majdoub is an amazing screen partner for Carrie. Much like how Tom balances out Sonic's kid-like energy, Agent Stone is a counterweight to Robotnik's zany behavior. The integration of Agent Stone into the world of Sonic is so well done that you forget that he was completely made up for this movie. Granted, Tom, Maddie, and Wade are characters who are also made up for this movie, but Agent Stone carries an energy with him that feels like he's this obscure character from Sonic lore. And in turn, he has become widely accepted among the fan base. Well done, Agent Stone. You deserve a latte of your own. Sonic gets knocked out by an explosion, and the two make it to San Francisco, where they meet up with Maddie at her sister's house.
What is that, Tom? Is it plutonium? Is it emails?
Yes, it's plutonium. Can we just please, can we just go in the other room and talk? Stop it, Ozzy. Ozzy.
Oh, catch me, Georgia.
Sonic officially meets Maddie.
Come on, buddy.
Gotta go fast!
Oh, he said the line!
Where am I? What year is it? Is The Rock president?
And after an unfunny bit that...
Okay, so you know how I mentioned earlier that this movie never gets painfully unfunny? I kinda lied.
How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine.
It's not your child.
Relax, I'm a cop, okay? Plus, he likes it in there, don't you, buddy?
This scene right here goes on for way too long, and could have been easily cut from the movie. They make it to the roof, and Sonic has a heartfelt goodbye with Tom before Robotnik shows up.
It's time to push buttons.
Your flying eggs are pretty impressive, Mr. Eggman.
It looks like Sonic was about to get another Quicksilver montage, only for Dr. Robotnik to harness the power of his speed and send him tumbling.
I was not expecting that. But I was expecting not to expect something, so it doesn't count.
It's kind of funny how earlier we had the movie referencing memes, but now the movie has created memes of its own.
Sonic manages to grab the ring and send them back to Green Hills before sending Robotnik on a wild goose chase around the world in what is a pretty visually appealing action sequence.
This final battle really captures the spirit of the games. A lot of bright, vibrant colors, exciting, fast-paced action, culminating in returning to Green Hills.
Going my way? What the? Oh! Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the donut lord, you son of a...
There's definitely a take out there where he finished that sentence.
Why would you throw your life away for this thing? That's why I don't have friends.
That's our sheriff you're messing with.
Sonic regains some of his power back before battling Robotnik and sending him to the Mushroom Planet. Tom gives Sonic a high five, he and Maddie decide to stay in Green Hills, and all is well that ends well.
Alright, everybody. Nothing to see here. Let's disperse. Just another ordinary day in Green Hills. Carl, I'll take that. chainsaw.
The US government thanks Tom for his silence, as well as confirms that Dr. Robotnik's existence has been wiped, and Sonic is given a place to stay in the attic. Dr. Robotnik is still alive though, now donning a more game-accurate look and voice. It ends with the promise that despite being alone on a planet with nothing but mushrooms, he's confident that he will be back.
A lesser man would die here. I'll be home by Christmas.
After a credit sequence that's oozing with video game references, we get a teaser for Miles Prowler, aka Tails.
I just hope I'm not too late.
Again, I shudder to imagine what it would have looked like had they kept the original design of Sonic. Hey. Sonic the Hedgehog is a decent first crack at bringing the iconic character to the big screen.
The design of the character is charming, Ben Schwartz is perfect as the voice of Sonic, and James Marsden does a great job playing the straight man to Sonic's antics, even if some moments feel fairly typical of a road trip kids movie. Jim Carrey steals the show as Dr. Robotnik, replicating the manic energy of the character and delivering some genuinely good comedic lines. The action is also done really well, fast-paced and exciting without becoming a CGI sludge fest. The third act does feel very much like something from one of the games, with Dr. Robotnik chasing Sonic, the robots, each brimming with vibrant contrasting colors that make it one exciting finale.
It's obvious that the movie's core audience is meant to be kids, but I think adults will get enough enjoyment out of it too. I liked it, not as just a fan of the games, but as a movie in and of itself.
You don't have to be the biggest fan of the games to enjoy this movie, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who isn't at least somewhat vaguely familiar with the character. I'd still say check it out in theaters.
Sure, it's not the most fantastic adaptation or anything like that, but, you know, it's harmless fun. Alright, that is my review of Sonic the Hedgehog. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, this is the Canadian Movie Buff saying I hope you had a fantastic weekend at the movies. Oh, for crying out loud.